adventure. Okay, so this upcoming Saturday, all the new Epic teachers in Ulsan are going to be having a dinner, and obviously I want to go. So I decided to venture out today and see the area that I'll be going to Saturday night because I didn't want to get lost. So getting there was fine, right? It wasn't raining or anything. I got there. I did get off like a exit earlier, but it was okay. I just kind of found my way and I got a chance to explore a bit, and then I got some food. I was really hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. So I got some ramen and kimbap, which is basically the Korean version of sushi. Pretty good for 6,000 won. So that's equivalent to $6 in the US. And you get a side of kimchi. So that was pretty good. And the weather was cooling down by then. So by the time I left, it started raining like crazy. And I'm like, oh no. So I go inside the Hyundai department store just to check it out, and I'm thinking that's where we're gonna eat, or at least around that area. So I just wanted to get familiar. So I did that, which was cool. It was really nice actually. There's 13 levels. The last level is actually the restaurant level, but other than that it's like all stored. Pretty cool. So yeah, so by the time I left, it was downpouring, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta like get back now. So I took a bus. I think I took like the 80 bus when I left. That was fine. And then when I came back, I took 307. 307 looked good to me, just because when I looked it up on the navigation system on the app, it popped up, but I didn't screenshot all the stops because I don't have internet here, so I can only run on Wi-Fi. Once I leave the mall, I didn't, I'm on my own. So I thought I would be okay. I was like, no, if it's the same, if it's the bus, I'll be able to like recognize my school or my area and get off at least somewhere near. No, it was raining. So all the windows were foggy. I was constantly like looking out, and I realized when I was on the bus for like an hour, I needed to get off. So I got off, and I got off like in the middle of nowhere. At least it felt like in the middle of nowhere. And after that, I was stuck. I was just like, I didn't have internet. I was soaked. It was raining hard, and I didn't want to be there anymore. So, I just tried to backtrack, and I was like, okay, let me at least find a main road so I could get some Wi-Fi. Let me see if I can navigate myself. So I just started walking in a direction that I thought was right. There were moments where I did get patches of Wi-Fi, so that's when I did use my phone and just like try to like figure out, am I going the opposite direction of where I live, or am I going towards it? So at least where I was walking, I was like, all right, this is going towards it, I think. And then I finally started walking towards the area where the market I go to. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm not too far off. So I took the bus. There's a bus stop by the market, so I took it. But I took the same bus, 307. Note to self, don't ever take 307 if I'm trying to get home, because it doesn't take me close to my home. So I did realize though that there is a stop that is kind of near, but you're like off track. So I don't know, I wouldn't do it. At least right now, until I get more familiar with the system and until I get Wi-Fi so I can get on my phone on the bus if I think I'm lost. But that was my adventure. I finally found my way back when I got off at 307 and saw the other bus that I was supposed to be on that like dropped me off like almost right in front of my house, but that's okay. At least I know now not to take 307, or at least when I'm not confident of my directions and without Wi-Fi. So I'm just gonna stick to the buses that I do know, which is like maybe one line honestly. But yeah, note to self, always screenshot my directions and screenshot each stop of the bus so I could at least figure out, okay, no, that's not the stop, or the stop's coming up in a couple more stops. I keep saying that word a lot, stops. Anyways, yeah, so now I know. So I know I could get there and I could get back, but let's hope that when I come back, because it'll be at night, so it'll be dark. I hope I won't get lost. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to be really prepared, screenshot all the stops. So yeah, so if anybody comes to Korea and you're running on just Wi-Fi, that's my tip for you. Always screenshot your bus stops. Every single one, so you can at least figure out where you are. Because I thought I would be able to do it, and no. So that was my day. I'm back, thank goodness, and I'm not going to go out for the rest of the day because I'm just going to stay in now and just relax and dry up and figure out what I need to do next, because I realize that I am qualified for a tax exemption just because I'm from the US. I didn't do that form beforehand. I should have done that before I left, but when I read my contract, I guess I just overlooked that, or I just never remembered. But for anybody who's from the US, you are tax exempt for Korean taxes for the first 2 years if you haven't worked here before. So fill out your 8802 form, I believe, or 8002 form, one of those two, and then yeah, mail it in, and then your, what is it, the IRS, or, you know, I'm not going to talk about this because I'm not well informed about this topic. This is something that I need to do my research on, and I have to figure out where I can buy USB, because I think that'll be pretty important for me to have. Yeah, so just venting out a little bit, and then I also just have to figure out how the trash system works here, because in Korea, they recycle cardboard, and then plastic, glass, and one more. I think plastic, just plastic and glass. And then they recycle just regular food, and then they recycle their waste. So essentially there's 4 different types of trash: recycle, cardboard, waste, and compost. So that I have to figure out, and then also figure out when are my trash days, and then I need to talk to my co-teacher because my bathroom makes a leaking sound. My faucet keeps leaking, so I need to get on that. And yeah, so there's still some things that I need to do, but I can at least figure some of that out right now. So until then.